Hello everyone, my name is Greg Builds, and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode, we're going to create an easy to build small modern house. Now this smaller modern house is very symmetrical, and it can be constructed very quickly. This modern house features 3 rooftop decks, as well as a sleek front to the house. This build is broken down into 6 steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. Also, this modern house is roughly 21 by 14 blocks wide, and it is 9 blocks tall. Also, here's a complete list of the materials you'll need to build this house. Step 1. First, let's create the quartz base for the left side of the house. We will need 218 quartz blocks for this step. Let's create a 7 wide row. Then make the side a total length of 12 blocks long. Then make the other side 12 blocks long as well. Then we can raise the corner columns to a total of 6 blocks tall. Then at the side of the 6th block, add a crossbeam that connects all the way around. Then add a crossbeam at the 4th block up, and we can connect this all the way around as well. Then move over 8 spaces, and place a quartz block on the 8th space over, and this will leave 7 empty spaces in between. Then extend this row back for a total of 12 blocks long. Then make the back width a total of 7 blocks wide. Then make the other side a total of 12 blocks long as well. Then we can raise each of the 4 corners to a total of 6 blocks tall. Then we can add a crossbeam that wraps around the 6th block up. And make another crossbeam that wraps around at the 4th block up. Step 2. Next, let's add in the center section. We'll need 38 quartz blocks for this step. In between the 2 quartz structures, move back 1 space, and make a column 6 blocks tall. Then make another column that extends out 1 space forward on the opposite side. Then on the back side of the house, we can move back 1 space, and make this column 6 blocks tall. Then from the other corner, move over a space and extend the column up. Then we can add a crossbeam at the 4th block up, then add another one at the 6th block up. Then we can add a crossbeam in the 4th and 6th block at the back. Then we can add 2 beams that connect the top corners from the front to back. Step 3. Next, let's add in the roof sections. We will need 108 quartz blocks, 119 glass blocks, and 220 quartz slabs. First, let's add an inner ring of quartz blocks at the top middle quartz structure. Then we can add a column 3 blocks tall, and make this column on the inner corner block that we just added in. Then add 1 more column on the side, and then add another column of 3 on the other side. Then we can add 3 columns on each of the corners we just added in. Then at the bottom half of the 3rd block up, we can add in a quartz slab, and wrap all the way around to the other side. Then let's add in a quartz slab on top of the quartz blocks, and wrap these all the way around the other side. And there will be a half a block of spacing in between the 2 rows. Then we can fill in the center of the roof with glass blocks. Next, let's repeat the process for the other 2 roof sections. To refresh, add an inner ring of quartz blocks. Then add 3 quartz blocks on top of the inner quartz column. Then add 2 more sets in the back. Then we can add a ring of quartz slabs at the bottom half of the third block up. Then we can add another layer of slabs that sit above the quartz block. And then we can add in glass blocks in between. Then repeat one more time for the third section. Add an inner ring of quartz blocks. Then add columns on the inner corners. Then we can add a quartz ring at the bottom half of the third block up. And then add another ring at the top of the quartz blocks. And then adding glass blocks in between. Step 4. Next, let's work on the windows and doors. We'll need 104 glass panes, 88 oak fence posts, 67 oak planks, 3 oak doors, and 5 quartz blocks. At the front of the house, move back one space and fill the doorway with oak planks. Then remove 2 blocks in the corner and add in a door. Then move back a space and fill in the next doorway with oak planks. Then we can add in a door in the center. Then we can repeat for the next door. Then at the side of the house, let's add in oak planks. Then leave 2 spaces open for glass panes. Then add one more column of oak planks, then 2 spaces of glass, and we can repeat this pattern until the end of the wall. Then at the back side of the house, we can add in oak planks at the corners and glass panes in the center. Next, we can add a strip of quartz blocks on the ground. Then add oak planks in the corners and glass panes in the center. Then for the next window, we can add in oak planks on the side and glass panes in the center. Then on the other side of the house, we can add a column of oak planks, then 2 columns of glass, then a column of planks, and continue this pattern until we reach the other side of the wall. Then we can fill in the space up here with glass panes. Then fill in the other openings with oak fence posts. Then at the back of the house, we can fill in this section with glass. Then we can continue the rest with oak fence posts. Then back at the front of the house, we can add in fence posts in front of the quartz columns. And glass panes in between. Then we can repeat at the back side of the house. Step 5. Next, let's work on the floors and stairs. We'll need 232 oak planks and 11 oak stairs. First, inside the house, move back 3 spaces. Then place a stair on the 3rd space back. Then we can add an upside down stair along the back side. And extend this staircase up to a total of 6 treads tall. Then we can replace the grass with oak planks. Then once the grass is replaced with oak planks, we can install the second floor. And then up here we can add oak planks to the side of the top stair. Then we can add oak planks in this opening, and more oak planks over here. Step 6. Lastly is the interior, and I'll leave this completely up to you. However, I'll quickly show you how I did mine. Inside we have a little entrance room, and in here there are end tables. Then beyond this there's a kitchen. Then to the right we have a living room, and this living room has a couch and a painting on the wall. Then we have a bedroom. Then across the house we have another entrance room. And then back here we have a bathroom. And then we can head upstairs. Now upstairs we have a little lounge area. And then beyond that is another bedroom. Then across the other side of the second floor is another lounge area. And then behind that is a bedroom. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build, or would like to leave some feedback, I'd love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe, because I create build tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later guys. Want more build tutorials? I have many other playlists that might interest you on my channel. Make sure to check them out.